So if you look right behind my house, I have this very, what do we call it? Just unkept public area. Trash can, bench, and no one changing out the trash can. But anyway, I figured this would be a good spot to do a pocket dump, an EDC, and to talk about something I get asked a lot, which is, what's up with your hat? So let's go ahead and set up here and see what happens. Alright, with that beautiful intro, this is my backyard. We actually have this little spot that's kind of tucked in that has a bench and a trash can that no one takes care of, but I figured we'd do a pocket dump, and we'd also talk briefly about this hat. Well, maybe not briefly, but this hat, it gets a lot of questions, and people go, what's in your hat? I know it's a weird question, but this is the Wazoo cash cap, and it has quite a few items, at least for me. So for starters, let's talk about what I have on my belt. So this is my organizer, holster organizer by Tale of Knives. Something I was trying out from them and I really enjoy. So this is designed for their smaller flashlights, their AA size. I have my Leatherman Signal, which I usually carry with me. Now, usually I carry this on my right side, but when I'm feeling lazy, this is a really good way to keep it all together. Especially when I'm kind of all over the place, this kind of keeps everything in, you know, one place. I also have the Skillcraft Aviator B3. So I've very much enjoyed this. It has a clip, of course, and really enjoy this as well. Now, the other thing that I've been carrying a lot, I keep going back to it, this is my wallet from Get Set Gear. It's the same deal. I seem to carry it more often than not just as a dedicated wallet whenever I have this organizer, and they match very nicely even though they are made by two different makers. Alright, let's get to it. So this is my Wazoo cap. It's one of 3 items from Wazoo I carry every single day, no matter what. This, I carry the Viking Whetstone just to keep my knife sharp, and I wear a Wazoo belt of some form. Now the belt is where I keep what Wazoo sells as dedicated survival items. What's in my hat, though, is mostly just useful items that I use every day. I figure if you can lose your hat, then you probably shouldn't have anything that you would stake your life on. So if we go inside, there's a bunch of pockets. The first thing you might notice is I always carry in the, let's see, which side is that? The left side, I carry a Victorinox Alox Classic. It is the only Victorinox that I have found that fits in this slot that's in this hat. And this is my dedicated scissor. This is the scissor I rely on every single day for, you know, minor tasks, trimming a tag out of my daughter's shirts, or, you know, cleaning up a piece of flesh that got ripped off when I was doing something or something like that. And that's kind of why I keep it. It's why I also don't usually have a scissor on my Leatherman that I carry. Then in the main compartment, we have 2 things. Now, I've recently used these because I'm prone to accidents, but I always keep a kind of Band-Aid that I found to be flawless. Now, this is a CVS brand hydrocolloidal bandage. This is the extra large variant, or the large variant. And what I do with that scissor also is I cut it up to be the size I need it. This basically works like moleskin, so if you have a blister on your feet, this will actually work like that, you know, fix that problem as well. So this is the only thing I carry. It's already medicated, so I don't have to do anything more complicated than that. The other thing I keep in my hat, in the front pouch, is a mask. All right. So in the other pouch now, I'm out of hair ties, but usually I would keep a couple hair ties on this comb. Now this is mostly for my daughter because it's kind of embarrassing when you send your kids to school and you've forgotten to brush their hair, or they forgot to brush their hair. So I keep this on my person. I don't have much hair to brush, so it's not really for me. It's for those people who need something, you know, in the spur of the moment. Now the other side is where I keep a combination of items that I find insanely useful. They were sort of like an accidental, like, let's throw some stuff in the hat, and turns out they're really good. So first of all, we have this. This is a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. And then inside this little pouch are two connectors that let me expand this. So I have a USB Type-C to USB Type-A connector, and I also have a USB Type-C to micro connector. Now I should also have one for the Apple. The problem is the ones I bought were too cheap, they don't work very well, and the systems don't work with those adapters. It's something in their software that makes it impossible to work, so that's unfortunate. The other thing that I keep in here, and this is sort of a recent addition, and that's in this little pouch right up here, is this. Now this is a made in the USA flashlight. This is the Photon Freedom. Now very important. Now they sell photons in some of their kits, but they're not the ones that you press once and then they stay on. And this one not only will do that, but it also, if you hold it, you can actually get a very, very soft light, really soft light. And you can also hold it and it'll dim on you. So you can basically have all of these different functions. This is the second Photon Freedom that I carry with me. The other one is located on my watch, and this is the one I rely on every day when I'm getting up and I don't want to step on Barbie shoes. They hurt, in case anyone was wondering. And that's really it. That's really it for today. This is my what? Oh, wait, I did forget. There's something else. Now, I don't always carry the version that has the Velcro, although I usually do. But this one has an additional little hidden feature. So in this patch, which is also made by Wazoo, I keep an entire bit kit. Now this has, I believe, 9 Leatherman bits, including a glass breaker bit, although getting access to that fast is not very useful. But the big thing here is the Torx and the weird sizes that I don't normally need, and so that greatly improves the functionality of any Leatherman with a bit kit. So on my hat I have all of these useful tools, including the Victorinox, which complement my everyday carry. Regardless of what I do with this is usually the mainstay. Everything you see here is pretty much standard with what I carry. Oop, turn that off. I always carry my Garmin Fenix 6 Pro because it works as a GPS and health monitoring system. And the other thing I'm always wearing, I have enjoyed tremendously, I'm wearing a Delta, what is it? The Vertex Delta, no, technical pants, sorry about that. Yeah, the technical pant, I've enjoyed it, especially in the summer when I want to wear long pants and it's really buggy, because they're thinner than a lot of their other variants, so they have like a more breathable fabric for warmth, and I'm living in Virginia right now, so that's kind of an important factor. So that's it for today. Oh, and the Purell wipe. I keep saying it's it, and then we have this. So the Purell wipe. Now you see this one has been seen better days, but the important thing here is that it is an ethyl alcohol wipe. Why is it important that it's ethyl alcohol versus isopropyl or some other form of disinfectant? Is because ethyl alcohol will burn. So in addition to cleaning your hands, the other thing this will do is work as a very fast fire starter. You can just instantly light this thing up. So this kind of works as a backup fire starter. If you have a spark, this will instantly light up with that ethyl alcohol. The moment you open this package, it's going to start evaporating. It's not the perfect fire starter, but it's better than nothing if you have an emergency. So that's the last item I have in here. This is my Wazoo cap and how I wear my Wazoo cap every single day. I don't know if you need to know that. I'm sure you think I'm crazier now than I was before, but this is who I am. I love carrying things that make me feel more functional, that give me more capability. So this is my EDC. You guys have a great day.